developed and installed. So first of all, I'm going to flip on the hazards. You can see that both hazard lights cycle. I'll turn that off, set the ignition on, and we'll go for the right hand turn signal. Put the on-off blink there, left hand turn signal. With that on, we'll go ahead and swing around back. Check the illumination of the back lamps. Those are solid. Swing around to the front. There's our front turn signal indicator. We'll go ahead and run those with the lights on. Parking light on. Still running that. There we have, and there's our effect. Okay, here we are with the electrical panel that holds the turn signal circuitry, and you'll find this right behind your ashtray underneath the dash. Two little 1/4 inch screws hold it in, and there's 2 circuit breakers on there you'll have to take off, and you unplug all the connectors. And on the front side you see the turn signal relay. That's the one that actually does the dimming of the lights, makes the connection out for the dash indicators only. And on the other side we see the turn signal indicator relay on the right hand side, and the hazard or the emergency warning relay, not the relay A but the emergency warning relay, and both of those get disconnected. The warning relay functions to tie the 2 dash indicators together in hazard mode so they flash together, and the indicator relay on the right is to take that signal from the flasher relay and branch it right or left depending on the indication there. But what we've done is to go ahead and take the signal from the sequential relay in the trunk, which already controls the front indicator lights, no, the front signal lights, not the indicator lights. So the sequential relay in the trunk runs the front signal lights, and we're going to branch off that signal and run it up to the dash indicators. So we do that in 2 places. One is going to be in the left hand corner of your dash. You're going to have to take your dash panel off, and you'll find a 4-pin connector back there. And it's got a red, yellow, blue, white, green, white, and I believe a black, white wire. And the jumper installs to mate that. That's the D43, D45 connection on the wiring diagram. So the jumper bridges that and then branches off 2 wires, and I run those 2 wires down. When we tap in, I don't know if we got enough light to actually see this down here. Bring it out in the light a little bit more. We tap in at the connector for the turn signal indicator relay. We stub the connection for the emergency relay, and then we bridge the flasher relay, because that's the voltage loop that runs all the lights in the trunk and then back out to the front. So I have put a 15 amp circuit breaker in there, or 15 amp fuse, and we just bridge that gap. So that's how that circuit's accomplished. Alright, so here we have the 3 components for the jumper kit. The connector harness, that is the D43, D45 jumper, with the 2 lines that run over to the connector for the turn signal indicator relay. The 15 amp fuse for placing on the connector of the turn signal relay, the flasher unit, and then the stub to cover the open prong that is actually a hot voltage on one of the turn signals that would normally go over to the turn signal indicator relay. So we'll take a closer look. A little 4-pin jumper here. So we can see that we have 2 lines branch off there. And it maintains the D43, D45 connection. And rather than use a vampire tap, which you could certainly do as well, I went ahead and made the little jumper connector. So put that in place. Jumper the leads on the turn signal relay, and then cover the stub for the turn signal indicator relay.